Hello and welcome to another lecture in multi-user Python Jupyter Notebook for Generative AI ML and Data Science Collaboration series by TechLatest.net. So far, we had covered a lot of things like course overview and objectives. Then we had covered overview of generative AI and LLM capabilities in Jupyter. Then we had covered setup installation of Jupyter Python Notebook on AWS Cloud. So in this video, we're talking about setup installation of Jupyter Python notebook on GCP cloud, basically Google Cloud platform. So we'll show you the demonstration process, how to deploy and run your VM on Google Cloud platform, basically uh, Jupyter Hub VM, and then step-by-step guidance on creating virtual machine instance and configuring network settings, understanding the process of installing Jupyter Hub for multi-user collaboration, then acquire skills to leverage GCP infrastructure for efficient network uh, teamwork and collaboration project. So let's move to our VM page. So first you can search our techlatest.net website on Google, then go to product and support page, then click on Jupyter Python notebook product, and you can find all the guide like about GCP deployment guide, AWS deployment guide, Azure deployment guide, Alibaba deployment guide, and then how to use Jupyter notebook, enable multi-user, enable HTTPS. All the guides you can find here on our website. And you can also find about the Jupyter Hub, like what a Jupyter Hub and what is the IML playground, Jupyter AI extensions, and pre-configured NVIDIA GPU drivers and CUDA libraries. So in this video, we're talking about GCP deployment guide. So click on this, open link in new tab. Then you can directly redirect to our GCP guide. Basically, a multi-user Python Jupyter notebook or AML on GCP guide. Okay, so here you can find all the steps like how you start the VM, how you deploy the VM, select zone, and all the things. So you can also check out this on our website. If you want guide on GCP deployment. Okay, so let's start our demonstration process. So what we have to do first, so you can read here, this section describes like how to launch and connect, or this lecture describes how to launch and connect to multi-user Python Jupyter Notebook for AI/ML in the Google Compute environment using the available cloud launcher offering. So one of the most important note is now the multi-user Python Jupyter Notebook for AI/ML is available with Jupyter AI and GPU acceleration support. To provision this VM with GPU instances, please select the GPU tab available on configuration page. Please see below configuration screen in step 2. It will show one NVIDIA T4 GPU selected. Now choose the instance type. Default instance is N1 standard 2B CPU, 7.5 GB memory. Okay, so note GPU's ability is limited to certain joules. So what we have to do next, you can see the step first. So click on this link and open link in new tab. Okay, so you can find that uh, our VM is already here on Google Cloud Marketplace, that is multi-user Python Jupyter notebook for AI/ML. Okay, so you can find all the things here like overview, pricing, documentation, support related to products, additional details. So you can drivers and CUDA evaluation time. Okay, so this is one of the most important part that your this pre-installed Jupyter AI libraries start. You don't have to install additional things. Already all the things are installed in our VM, so you can check it out this. Then what we have to do the next in our demonstration process, click on launch button. Okay, so after this you can see that our VM is like our VM is starting. So like new multi Python tutor for AI deployment, our deployment is starting. So you can see the deployment name here. Then you can set the zone. You can also select the zone according to your preference, like where you want to launch the VM. Then you can see the machine time, then a machine type, then series, a machine standard, that is by default machine type is N1 standard, 2 CV CPU, 1 core, 7.5 say 5 GB memory. So you can also increase this. There are a lot of options are available here, like 4 CPU, 8 CPU. That depends on you. Okay, and then you can see the boot disk size, then networking, LHTTPS traffic. So yep, that's all about this page. So after this, what you have to do, click on deploy button. So you can see that deploying virtual machine is start deploying. Okay, It's okay. So you can see the overview. Jupyter Notebook 1 is being deployed. Jupyter Python Notebook 1 is being deployed. So you can see here the admin user and all the things like documentation part, getting started with my with the multi-user Python Jupyter for for AIML notebook for AIML. Then you can see you can also see the suggesting next step here. You can check it out on support.techlatest.net, techlatest.net/support. Jupyter Python notebook supports GCP settings and all the things. So you can also see the support part, templates, properties. So what we have to do next, get like click on instance. This is like this instance, our instance, Jupyter Python notebook 1 VM. So click on this. After this, you can see the VM detail page. Okay, so you can see the edit option, reset option, create machine image, create similar image operation option also. You can also see the SSH option and connected to serial console. So connecting to the serial ports is disabled. So what we have to do, click on SSH option and then click on open in browser window option. Okay, so you can see that uh, transferring SSH keys to the VM, like your VM is starting and mm, you can start SSH in browser. Okay, play with SSH in browser. So you can also check it out this information. So yes, now we can check that our establishing connection to SSH server. So what we have to do now next, and then we have completed all these steps connecting to SSH. Like this will open SSH window in browser. So next step is run below command to set the password for Ubuntu user. So this thing we have to do in our SSH window in terminal. Okay, so here you can see I can click on that tree. So this will start your VM. Then here are some more steps like you can run the below command to set the password for the Ubuntu user, that is sudo password Ubuntu command, and then you can like change your password. So next step is now the password for the Ubuntu is reset. You can connect to the VM desktop environment from any local Windows machine using RDP, that is remote desktop option. Or if you are a Linux user, then you can connect your machine using Ramina. So to connect using RDP Windows machine, first note the external IP of the VM from the VM details page. So this is the VM details page. Okay, so you can here find about the IP address. So this is our IP address. Copy this IP address, and then what we have to do, can also check our, yes, so you can see that our terminal is also running, so we have to change our password. Sudo run this command and type new password preference. So you can see the message that your password is updated successfully. Now what we have to do next, okay, so yep, copy your IP address and search about the remote desktop option and paste your IP address here, then click on connect button, and after this you can click on yes. So like after this, copy your IP address, then from your local Windows machine, go to start menu in the search box and type select remote desktop option, that like this option. Then after this, what we have to do next, in the remote desktop connection wizard, paste the external IP and click connect. Okay, so we have already this do this thing. This will connect to the VM desktop environment, provide Ubuntu as the user ID and password set in the step 6 to authenticate. Okay, so yep, what we have to do next, we can give our name, that is Ubuntu username, and password is and then click on OK option. So this will connect to the Vim desktop environment. Then now you're connected to the out of the box multi-user Python Jupyter notebook for AI ML environment via Windows machine. If you are a Linux user, so first note the external IP of the VM from the VM detail page. Then you from local machine go to menu in the search box and type Ramina. Like if you are a Linux user, then you use Ramina for like setup virtual machine for setup virtual machine. So in the Remina desktop client wizard set, like the RDP option from the dropdown, paste the external IP and click enter. So this will connect to the VM desktop environment, provide Ubuntu as the user ID and password is set in the step 6 to authenticate. Then click OK. Now you're connected to out of the box multi-user Python Jupyter notebook environment for AIML and Linux machine. So yep, you can use the remote desktop. You can connect in our step for using the VM. However, convenient better methods is use Jupyter Python IPython notebook, which comes from the VM. So the notebook is available on the same public IP used for remote desktop and accessible via any browser. Just open the browser and type public IP address, and you will get the below screen for login. So this type of screen we will get after type our IP. Okay. So yes, type your IP and then click enter. So you can see that our Jupyter Hub is also started, that our playground is also started. You can give any username and password, and like not any username, you can give Ubuntu as username and you can give password, that is you can authenticate in step 6. Okay, so now we are also check our remote desktop options. So you can see here a lot of things like authentication or authenticate options and application options are also there. Okay, cancel this, and you can see your VM is successfully running, that your virtual environment is also running, your remote desktop option is also running, your terminal is also running. Then you can see here that your Jupyter is also running. So that's all about this video, and thank you for watching us. We'll meet in next video.